Oh my god, getting the right lighting is just like the right angle, the right lighting, all this shit is just too much. Yo, content creating is not for the weak. Hold on, before I even get to talking my shit and rambling, hey y'all, it's Dai Ming and welcome back to my channel. Whatever you want. Hey y'all, it's Dai Ming from the future because I'm currently editing. So obviously today is August 8th and I had no intentions on getting these next parts out to y'all. Like this far out, I had planned on dropping them back to back because I already recorded all of the parts. I just needed to edit them, but unfortunately they had got put on pause because if you follow me on Instagram, you know that my brother passed away. So I'm dealing with that, and yeah, like it just been a lot going on. So I'm not going to get too much into that. I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what was going on or whatever, and why I stopped, because I know that I had dropped the first part of the video, I think July 17th, I believe. And around that time is when my brother passed away. So I literally am dealing with a big death in my family right now, a death that really hit home, and it's just so much going on. But however, I'm still going to try to push this stuff out to y'all because there are a lot of people that are telling me to, get back to what I'm doing and to stay busy and stuff like that. And I'm trying to, y'all know I lost my stepdad a couple years ago. That was the first death that hit home. And I'm just trying not to be the same way that I was with him, where I was just like, sitting in the house and sulking. And I'm actually going to try to, be busy and be productive and stuff like that with this one, because like I was really depressed with my stepdad, and I know I'm going to have some type of depression with my brother because this is obviously much worse, but I'm going to try my best to keep doing the stuff like this that make me happy. But like I said, all of these parts of the video were already pre-recorded, like well before any of this happened. I think I recorded everything in like June. So because it's already recorded, I'm still going to, edit everything and push them out to y'all. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. And yeah, I just want to say, just please bear with me with getting this stuff out to y'all, because as I mentioned in the videos, it is kind of a lot and kind of overwhelming trying to get every single receipt to y'all. That was the one thing I wanted to address, and the other one I wanted to address is I seen a lot of comments in my first video. I know the first video before I even, put it out to y'all. I even seen it myself, like, damn girl, you took 23 minutes to start the actual story. But for the people who don't know, it's like when I go a long time without doing a story time, or a long time without talking to my subscribers and stuff, I tend to go on like rambles, like, but my real subscribers, the real day ones and stuff like that, like they enjoy my talking, before the stories and stuff like that. I did not definitely mean to talk for no 20 minutes, but because I seen a lot of people complaining about that. But I mean, not that I really care about what people got to say. It's like, if you got a problem with it, click off. But for those who are still here, no, that's not a normal thing. That was just like, I haven't sat down and did like a story time in a long time. So it's like I just was like rambling for a long time, talking to my subscribers and stuff like that. But my stories normally aren't like that. It just so happens to be like that this time. But yeah, for those who still here, thanks for tuning in, and just please, like I said, continue to bear with me, because I'm definitely obviously going through a lot right now, but I don't want to, stop what I started. So yeah, thank you. I don't feel like I this close the other day, or like I don't feel like I was this close the other day. These lights are beaming in my eyes, so I can't even really see if everything is everything. I'm hoping it is. I just woke up this morning with yet another urge to film. I just gave y'all a video 2 days ago. I didn't post it yet or edit it yet, but I gave y'all part 1 of whatever the fuck I'm gonna name this story. Remember I told you I was gonna be a little series, the Philly Legion and Risa Tisa type shit or whatever. So today we're actually going to get, as y'all can see by the title, today we are going to get into part 2 of that story. I just woke up and I was like, I really didn't feel like doing it, but I'm like, I told you I'd just be getting these random urges, like, just do it, because it's so many receipts in this video that I just be getting anxious, like having so much anxiety when it comes to filming this, because it's like, damn, I really got a lot of receipts and shit, and a lot of shit to read, a lot of shit to show you, and that's just annoying. Like, so it's like, but I get anxiety before I film anytime. So it's like, but with this story, it's just like, I don't be knowing where to start, but I'm like, fuck it, just do it. So today I woke up, I'm like, I did my eyebrows, and then I started changing my mind. Then I put foundation on, then I started changing my mind. Then I'm like, fuck it, just do it. Like, just do this shit. So I'm about to just try to get this shit to you. Hopefully it's not fucking 2 hours long, because I'm going to try to give as many details as possible, as I said before. Of course my battery is about to die, so I just had to go grab an extra one before we get into this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Also, you know, if you need to get approved for anything, apartments, cars, houses, all that good shit, hit me up on Instagram at Second Chance Approvals by Ming. There was a few things I wanted to say before I started this video, but I don't know. I guess that's, I don't remember. So I guess that's just a sign of God trying to tell me, like, girl, just get on with the shit. So, like I said, today we are starting with part 2, which means we are also introducing new characters to this story. Also, when it comes to the receipts, remember I was telling y'all how Legion always changed his number. I think altogether he had about either 9 or 10 numbers since I've been dealing with him. Like throughout the whole process of me dealing with him. And yeah, so one of the main numbers he had, like once I had came to Philly or whatever, I tried to like scroll up in the messages to like the beginning of when we started talking and stuff, and for some reason my phone is not letting me scroll, because remember I told you I started talking to him on March 8th. For some odd reason my phone is not scrolling past March 20th, meaning I can't see any messages before March 20th. I don't know why it's doing it, but thankfully I felt like I had, I'm still having a hard time with this wig, so I'm trying to get used to it. I think I done made my part crooked. I don't know. This is why I can't have nothing that I could take on and off my head. And also, it took me all morning to try to figure out how to put this shit on. I never had it. I never wore it before. It just been sitting with my clothes, and yeah. So if it looks stupid, I don't know. I think I'm wearing it right, but I'm not sure. And the necklace, I just ain't feel like taking off, so whatever, I still look good. But anyway, what I was saying was I cannot scroll past March 20th, which means I can't see any messages beyond March 20th on my phone for some reason. But thankfully, since I'm a little techie, little tech savvy or whatever, well, I ain't even gonna say tech savvy, but thankfully that since I feel like I have to have every fucking piece of technology that Apple comes out with, I also have a MacBook and I also have an iPad, and both of those things were set up to my iCloud is logged into both of those things. So thankfully since I have other Apple products, I was able to gain access to those things, but I just can't gain access to them on my phone. I have access to them on my iPad and my laptop. So, because yesterday I had tried to scroll up like past March 20th, and it worked on my laptop and it worked on my iPad. For some reason my phone is just being weird. I don't know. But yeah, so I have my iPad right here. Yo, I never use this iPad ever. This is literally technically my son's iPad, even though he has the same exact one. But he uses both of ours at the same time. So my case is like chewed up. But this is the case of a toddler, because he uses this iPad, I don't. So don't be talking about my case falling apart and stuff, because he just be doing whatever he want. But yeah, so we're going to get started with everything. And yeah, so like I said, we're going to be introducing new characters in this story. So I gotta give y'all a little backstory first. So the next character we're going to add to this story is, it's a boy that I have a very long history with. I don't really know what to name him though. I was thinking of like low key, like I might name him like low key, because he's very low key and he just don't be with all the antics. He don't really like social media and stuff like that. He just don't even like, he's like a ghost for real, for real. Like he's very low key, and yeah, that just describes him. So it's like it's rare you're really going to catch him on the radar. So it's like that kind of describes him. I ain't really know what else to name him. Like, I don't know. Yeah, we just gonna go with low key. So a little backstory about me and low key. We have history, like I said. So we started dealing with each other about 7 years ago. Yeah, in 2017 we started dealing with each other 7 years ago, and been locked in ever since. So the way we met each other is, it's a boy that I call my brother. I call him my little brother. He was at the time incarcerated, so he was in jail per usual. But if you see this, bro, you know I love you, but you be fucking drawing. But he was in jail at the time. So when he used to call my phone, he always used to have me three-way people. Like, he always used to have me three-way people, three-way bitches, niggas, whoever. I never knew who none of these people was, but he always used to have me three-way in some fucking body. So one day he had me three-way somebody, and this person happened to be low-key. So I called him or whatever. They was on the phone. I don't know what the fuck they was talking. I always mind my business on them jail calls. I don't be know what the fuck they was talking about. But I know after they got off the phone, low key like randomly FaceTime me, like soon as he hung up the phone. I don't know why the fuck he did that, but he FaceTimed me and I answered it. So when I answered the phone or whatever, he was like, I guess he was just on some thirsty shit. You know how niggas be like, oh, he just had a bitch call me. Let me see what she look like. He probably just being thirsty. I don't fucking know. But he FaceTimed me or whatever, and I picked up. So when I picked up or whatever, he like, you pretty as shit, da, 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 da. And I'm looking at him like, cause mind you, I seen him before, but I didn't know that this was the person that was on the phone. But then he look at the shit. He's very much a looker. I'm not going to describe anything, cause you know Philly bitches. I'm not describing anything, but he's very much, he's that, like he that, like he that. He's that. But yeah, it's nothing really more else to say than he's that. Like he's that. So that pretty much was all that had to happen, because he seen me, he liked what he saw, I seen him, I like what I saw, like, and I'm like, I did see him before, because I remember the boy that I called my brother. I was like, I think he posted a video with him, and I thought he was cute as shit before, but I'm like, no, he on my line. So yeah, didn't say nothing. Like, so long story short, I think he ended up like pulling up on me or whatever. We seen each other for the first time. I don't know if he pulled up on me that day or whatever, but I know we was on the phone talking. He ended up pulling up on me, and after that, y'all, the rest was history. Me and this boy was locked the fuck in. Like, and the way I always describe me and him situation is, that wasn't my boyfriend, but we was definitely basically like boyfriend and girlfriend without the title. Like, I was doing this nigga had me on his hip. Like, we was together every fuck. I was never home. I never stayed home or nothing. Me and him was attached, like real bad attached, like going out every night. Like, yo, like we was just fucking with each other so heavy. Like, we was fucking with each other so fucking heavy. Like, that was my dog. Like, yeah, like that's just what it was. I don't know why we ain't never put a title on it. Well, I do know why, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, like, I don't know, but we was basically boyfriend and girlfriend out the title. Like, he was all I was with, like, type shit. So long story short, we was fucking with each other for a while. And so this was, like I said, this was in 2017. Now, I always had a car. So I don't know when Uber came out. Did it come out like 2016 or something? I don't know when Uber like was established or whatever, but I know I didn't know anything about Uber. So this was, like I said, this was 2017, and this like towards the end of us dealing with each other, it was like the end of the year or whatever. So I know we ended up falling off because I ended up crashing my car, and he was on, not to be telling his business, but he was on house arrest. So it's like I wasn't like knowledgeable, is that a word? I wasn't like hip to Uber or whatever. So it was like I didn't really know. Like, once I crashed my car, I would still get around if like my friends and stuff would come pick me up and stuff like that. But it's like I was in the process of trying to find another car and stuff like that. But it's like I wasn't really getting around, because it's like I didn't have a car. So it's like I really wasn't doing shit unless somebody was coming to pick me up or whatever. And like I said, he was on house arrest for, I forgot how long it was, but whatever the case may be, I know that's kind of how we we just, we never went through nothing bad. It's just, we kind of just started like drifting apart a little bit. So after we like drifted apart, I ended up getting in a relationship with my baby dad, and then he ended up getting in a relationship with some girl, like literally at the same time. So it's like, that was that or whatever. And then the whole time I was with my baby dad, I didn't talk to him. And then after I left my baby dad, me and him had started talking again or whatever. So the thing is like about him, he'll never believe me when I say it, but when it comes to him, like to this day, like I always held him to like a higher standard than I held everybody else, because like every other nigga is like, I can't believe I'm telling you my business, but like I only really dealt with a handful of niggas. Like I don't get around like that. Like, for those who don't know, well, probably nobody know because I don't think I ever said it, but I didn't lose my virginity until I was 20 years old. I was 20 when I lost my virginity. I was a junior in college, and I remember everybody used to be trying to bid on me, Tucker. Like, they literally used to call me the virgin on campus because everybody else was fucking but me. Like, I did stuff before. I ain't never sucked no dick or nothing, but I did, like, I had got hit and stuff before, but it was like I never fucked nobody before I turned 20 years old. So, I'm 28. And literally up until this nigga, my body count was on one hand. Like for years and years and years and years. Up until last year when I met this clown ass nigga Legion, my body count was on one hand. Like I don't play that shit. I never been like that. Any nigga that I fucked they either was my nigga, like we was in a relationship, or that was like a heavy ass situationship, like with what I just named him, low key. Like that's how it was. It's like we either was a heavy ass situationship to where it's like we each other's, but we just ain't put a title on it, or you was actually my boyfriend with a title on it. Like I never played that shit. So yeah, like I'm just not like that. So long story short or whatever, like I said, I always used to hold him to a higher standard than I ever held like any other nigga that I like seriously dealt with, because it's like every time I fell out with a nigga, we'll always fall off on like terrible terms. Like when I say terrible terms, it's always like, obviously if you're done with somebody, like, and being young and stuff like that, if y'all falling off 9 times out of 10, it ain't on no good mutual terms. Like it's always some bad shit, some drama, some toxic shit type shit. When me and him fell off, he's the one person that I seriously dealt with, and when we fell off, it was literally because we just fell off. Like, we never disrespected each other. We never called each other out our names. We never had arguments and shit like that. Like, we never... That's why it's like... And I know he don't be believing me, because it's like, he don't know what the fuck I'm doing when I'm not with him. But it's like, I really be trying to tell him, like, I'm not... I understand you, like, you probably been through shit with bitches, but I'm really nothing like... Like, I really be chilling. Like, I really be chilling hard as shit, even though I probably should stop. But I really be chilling hard as shit, so it's like... I always used to tell him, like, when I'm, like, if, damn, I forgot, I just lost my whole train of thought. But long story short, basically what I was trying to say is, like, I always held him to a higher standard than I did other niggas, because me and him we never beefed. We never, like, we was never on no toxic shit. Like, when I say we was locked in, we was like the fuck in, like, locked in real bad, like, real bad. Like, it's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, we just locked in type shit. So it was like that versus how I was with other niggas, where it's like every nigga I fell out with, like it was, yeah, like it was a head-on collision, like it was bad, and we started fucking with each other. And he's literally the only nigga that I didn't have the experience with. So it was like, it was always like, it's just, that shit just always was there. So long story short, like I said, after I stopped fucking with my baby dad, but after we had fell off or whatever, I started fucking with my baby dad. He started fucking with some girl, and that was that or whatever. We went a while without talking. We probably went, what, like fucking, like what, like 2 years without talking or something, because I was in a relationship. So long story short, after I got out of that relationship, after I left my baby dad, I ended up reaching out to Low-Key. So just a little backstory, and it's just so funny telling the story, because I'm not the type of person, like, bitches that be on Twitter and on social media talking about they pussy and they sex life all day every day. I'm not the type of person. I don't do stuff like that. But for the sake of this story, we are going to get a little into stuff like that or whatever. So long story short, after I had broken with my baby dad and shit. Alright, let me get into it. So basically, after I broke with my baby dad and shit, right, I reached out to Low Key because when I was with my baby dad, whether we was on and off, no matter how much we was on and off, he was the only person I was fucking. Like, I wasn't touching nobody, even when we was on off terms. I never did that. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but me speaking for myself, I never did that, especially knowing that we was really, really getting back together. Like, I never used to let nobody else touch me. So, once that last time came to where it's like, I just felt like he did some unforgivable shit. Like, nigga, I'm done. Like, I'm really done. Oh, it was up. And me, the type of person I am, and this is going to come up again later in the story. The type of person I am is like, if I feel like I can't really shake a nigga, like I feel like it's hard to leave him alone or it's hard to stop fucking with a nigga, I'm going to do something that's going to make me feel like the shit is really done. Like, alright, like I said, the whole time I was with my baby dad, I never touched nobody else, fucked nobody else, let nobody go down on me, nothing. I never let nobody do none of that. The second that nigga played with me and like really, really played with me to the point I knew I was done, I let somebody else touch me. But not fuck me though, but I definitely, that's one thing about me. That's another thing about me. Not that I don't know if it matter in this story, but like one thing about me is that I got way more heads than I got bodies. And if y'all can read between the lines, then y'all know what I'm talking about. I got way more heads than I got bodies. So with that being said, I got a head. Like, I ain't really trying to say it like that, but but that was all it was. Like, one thing about me, that's another thing about me. I know that people be saying, like, I know a lot of weak bitches, but it's really a mind thing. Like, so many people be acting like they can't get their pussy ate without fucking. To me, that's so easy. And I think it's so easy to me because I know that, like, once I fuck you, I'm going to be attached to you. And I don't want to be attached to nobody because once I'm attached, now I'm crazy. So that's why I'm so, like, a little timid and like I don't be quick to fuck nobody, or like I ain't never have a one night stand. I'm just not that type of person. It's like, if we gonna be in that shit and I'm gonna let you do that shit, we gonna be in this shit type shit. So long story short, after I broke up with him or whatever, I like let somebody eat. Yeah, so I let that happen or whatever, but that wasn't a situation. That was just a yeah, like whatever. But by that point, I knew that I was over the situation. But now it was like, okay, I'm really done. I'm done fucking my baby dad. Like, that nigga can't touch me ever again. Like, I really said that shit and I really stood on it. Like, I never double back or nothing. Like, that was so long ago. But I needed it though. Like, so I needed it. And like I said, I'm not out here like that. So it's like, as opposed to me going to, like I said, I know a lot of bitches that they cool with having one night stands or just fucking some, or whatever the case may be. I'm not like that because I'm going to get attached. So with that being said, before I go out looking for somebody, I'll double back to somebody type shit. So that's where we're about to reinsert Low Key into my life, because after that happened or whatever, I ended up reaching out to him type shit. But mind you, we still was following each other on social media and stuff at this time. We just wasn't really talking like that. But I ended up reaching out to him or whatever. And this was probably like, I'm going to say like 4 years ago. When I had reached back out to him and me and him like started fucking with each other again. And basically I hit him up like on some, yeah, type shit. Like, because it's like I said, me and him had that relationship to where it's like, I wouldn't mind doubling back to you only because we here. Like, we always been here. We always been here. So it's like, that's who I wanted it from. Like, I damn sure wasn't touching my fucking baby dad, but that's who I wanted it from. So I had him up or whatever. We was talking and shit, and I'm like, what's up? Like, so long story short or whatever, that ended up happening. I think when I had hit him up, I was in Miami at the time because it was my birthday. And when I came back, we linked up and that was that. So from there, that's kind of what our situation turned into. Was like, I double back to him and he was the only person. So from, I'm gonna say like 2020 all the way up until now, is he's the only person that I've been doubling back to. I would say this to him and he would not believe me, but he's literally the only person I've been doubling back to. Because like I said, I don't fuck with no niggas from my past. I don't fuck with none of them. Like, they all clean to me, they all weird to me. I wouldn't let none of them niggas touch me with a 10-foot pole today. He's the only person that could get close to me. And if I'm not dealing with somebody new, like on a serious note, then I'm not fucking nobody. So it's like, he's the only person. So you're literally the only person that, like, I want to touch me. Like, I don't want to touch nobody else type shit. So long story short or whatever, ever since 2020, that's kind of what our situation had turned into. But it's like, that was my dog though and shit. And it was crazy because, like, when we was fucking with each other heavy, like, I'm talking about in 2017 when we was actually a situationship. Like, he ain't never tell me he loved me, but it was like weird because, like, when I started doubling back to him, that's when we like started telling each other we loved each other and shit. And he told me first. So it was like, ever since 2020, we really been locked in, and we still was like on and off. Like, we still was like really like on and off and stuff like that. Because it's like, we'll probably link and then don't talk for some time, or link and talk, like it'd be weird. Like, we'll still go a while without talking, but it'd be cool. I'd be cool with that. Like, I don't mind it or whatever, because that's still my dog, regardless of how long we go without talking. Like I said, we didn't talk the whole time I was with my baby dad, and then after that, it was like we picked up where we left off type shit. But it was like the dynamic of our situation changed, because like I said, in 2017, I was actually dealing with him. Like I said, we was boyfriend and girlfriend without the title. But once I had broke up with my baby dad and I had double back to him, that's what it was. It's like, we just was like fucking type shit. I mean, we like, but I don't want to make it sound like it was like, it was just that, but it was like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but basically, yeah, like, he was the one I was doubling back to. I ain't had nobody else to fuck type shit, so whatever. So long story short, that's just what it was. So from 2020 to currently, ever since 2020, that's what we've been doing. We've been doubling back. We just been doubling back to each other or whatever. And that's just what it is. But like, that's my dog. Like, I got a lot of love for him, he love me. Like, I got a lot of love for him, he got a lot of love for me. Like, type shit. Like, if I call, he's picking up. If he call, I'm picking up type shit. Like, that's just what it is. So, but I don't want to make it sound a certain way, because it's deeper than that. But like I said, we was fucking with each other heavy before. So it's like, even though now we just doing what we doing, it's like, it's deeper than that. It's like, our bond is deeper than that. So I just wanted to say that or whatever. So long story short, that's the backstory on me and Low-Key. We started off fucking with each other 7 years ago. We was a situationship, basically boyfriend girlfriend without the title. Then we ended up like falling off. I got into a relationship, he got into a relationship. After my relationship was over, we doubled back to each other 4 years ago, and ever since then, that's just what we do. Like, because it's like, like I said, if I'm not fucking nobody, he's available. Because I could, at the end of the day, I could easily go out and talk to somebody new or fuck with somebody. I could, well, talking to somebody is nothing, but I could easily go out and fuck somebody. That's not nothing. I could fuck anybody, but I don't want to. So that's just what it is. So that's my little, yeah, like, yeah. So long story short, like it is what it is. Like, I got a lot of respect for him, he got a lot of respect for me. I'll do anything for him, he'll do anything for me type shit. Like, so that's just what it is. Like, I love him. Like, yeah. So yeah, so that's the backstory on me and Low-Key. So I just want y'all to keep up. That's the new character. Make sure y'all keep up on Low-Key. Now I'm about to bring out my trusty dusty iPad and scroll up the messages. Alright, so this is about to be a lot, being as though I have to look at my iPad, look at my phone, and I'm about to try to, I gotta look at the Instagram messages too. So hold on. Yo, this is gonna give me a fucking headache, honestly. Like, it's just taking me so long to scroll up for everything. It's like, but I know y'all love my story, so I'm gonna give them to y'all. But this iPad shit is burning me out. Look at all our messages. Look at all this shit. Oh shit. Look at all this shit. Like, this is just too much. I got 3 devices I'm trying to go off. 3 devices I'm trying to go off of. Like, this is just too much. So anyway, like I said in the last story, we ended at March 8th. Us starting to talk on March 8th when he asked me for my number and shit. So we're back on Legion now. We're on Legion. Keep up. We're back on Legion now. So now, if y'all recall, I'm back in Philly now. And he knows I'm in Philly, so then he's trying to link up. So he's asking for my number again. I gave him my number again. So here he go again. I'm trying to think if I should take pictures of these messages and post them, or because screenshotting on the iPad is a little crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna take the pictures of the messages. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that instead. So basically, we texting. He wrote me like Bookie. That was the first his first message to me. He said Bookie. I said now I'm Bookie. He talking about cut it out. You been my Bookie. He said cut it out. You been my Bookie. I said you don't fuck with me. He said can you stop? You my heart. LOL. There he goes doing that weird shit again. You don't know me. You never seen me or nothing. You telling me stop turning your back on, turning my back on you, and I'm your heart and stuff. You don't know me. You're weird. Like, he's so strange, yo. He's so fucking weird. So I just said shut the fuck up. So he like, basically, long story short, he like, can we really stop playing? I'm trying to love it there, like, real bad. I said I was never playing, blah blah blah. So he like, we both was on bullshit. Y'all gonna see the messages. He basically saying we both was on bullshit, own up to your bullshit, because I owned up to mine. I said, how was I on bullshit? He going to say, shaking my head, leave it here. We starting over. I don't want no bullshit, bottom line. He said, I'm going to play my part. You need to play yours also. So I just was like, LOL, okay, because like, shut up. Like, he was basically, he basically asked me what I'm doing. I'm telling him what I'm doing. I was watching a movie. He like, I don't know why he said this, but he was like, you so fake. And then he was like, oh, I was right, because I was telling him I was watching Megan. I said, he was like, I ain't finished it. He was like, I was watching it the other day, and whatever he was saying, he was like, I didn't finish it. I gotta be locked in. Every time I turn around, I gotta like get up and go out to meet somebody. So basically, was saying that's why he can't finish the movie. So then he gonna say, that's why I need you in my life, because my phone go off when I with my wife. Now let me post this, because let me just go back to that. Let me just go back to that. Let me write a note right now to go back to that. He talking about the phone go off when I with my wife. We're gonna go back to that. So he like, the phone go off when I with my wife. Then he like, we really need to catch up. So I said, you still just be talking, I see. He said, let's catch up then. I'm listening. He talking about, basically we just was talking. We basically just was talking, and he like, I'm really serious. I don't want us to go left again. I really like you. At first we was talking a little heavy, then we stopped. I said, I don't recall. He talking about, you a vibe. I like how you carry yourself. You don't know me. He said, you a vibe. I like how you carry yourself. He was like, hold up. I'm taking pictures of all this stuff, y'all, because I'm going to put him in a video. Because he's saying all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't recall none of that. He's like, well, if you feel like that, we starting over, bottom line, and make sure we both consistent. I said, I don't know. Then he just saying stuff, calling me mean. I'm like, I'm not mean. I remember us talking. I just don't recall it being heavy. But if you say so, I was like, then basically all the shit he was saying, I'm like, okay, well, we going to see, whatever. He like, we going to make it count this time. All this shit. Then asking me, am I going to give him a chance? So he basically like, you going to give me a chance? I'm like, I was like, you deserve it. He was like, I really think I deserve it. I said, we'll see what you about. He was like, I don't know why you think I'm a fucking nut. Just know once it's up, it's stuck. LOL, I'm going to apply that pressure and play my cards right to keep my bookie butt by my side. He just was saying annoying shit. Like, shut up. So I said, LMFAO, okay, like, whatever. So he said, you think shit again? He like, I'm done with the words, though. That's not even me. I'm an action boy. Another thing. He just talk, and I told y'all that the last video. All this nigga do is just talk and run his fucking mouth. But of course, I'm naive to that because I don't know any better. Like, I'm oblivious to that. I don't know any better because I don't know this nigga. So I said, yeah. I said we gonna see. This time. Like I said, I'm not even gonna bring it up no more. So we just talking and shit. So then we ended up FaceTiming each other that night. And we was on FaceTime for like a long time. Like, we was on FaceTime the whole night. Like, alright, so the thing is, remember how last video I was telling y'all how he dogs and stuff like that. Like, he breed a lot of dogs. He like do that with dogs. He do that stuff with dogs. Like, he fight them and stuff like that. He breed them. And a lot of what he do is he like, he'll be up all hours of the night. Like, I'm talking like 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, walking his dogs, working them out type shit. Like, he works his dogs, whatever the fuck he call it, but he basically be working his dogs out and shit. So he'll be taking these long ass like fucking 10-mile walks with a dog at 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. He used to do that shit every night. Like, He let them dogs. He let them dogs more than bitches. Let me just tell you. So basically, that was that. We was on the phone and shit. So then I think we was. Yeah, we was. Look, I'm looking at our Instagram messages now. We must have been on the phone at. I think we was on the phone at like 4, 5, 6 in the morning at random time he was walking the dog, because I think the phone hung up. And then he had wrote me on Instagram and I was like, why you hang up? And I don't know. He just was saying like little shit or whatever. Like, I don't know. I guess I could insert this little screenshot. We wasn't talking about nothing. So long story short, we just talking every day. We on FaceTime and shit like that. So this was, oh no, this the same day. This was the next day or whatever. So he writing me like, you good? And I'm like, yeah. So he like, as long as you good, I'm good, blah blah blah. He texting me good morning, all kind of shit. So we just talking. I'm just inserting the screenshots. Y'all can pause and read if y'all want. So this was a conversation we was having, and he like, what you doing? You good? You don't need anything? So I'm like, no, I'm cool. Where you at? So he like, you sure? He was like, I'm out Camden. Cause he friends with some Philly rapper. So he like, I'm out Camden. He like, bro had a show out there. I'm about to be on my way back to the city. I'm staying in the city tonight. Pause. This message, right? He's saying I'm staying in the city tonight, right? We gonna pause it right there. We're gonna pause it right there. This nigga, right? What, the night that I was talking to him, I forgot, because obviously I can't remember we was on FaceTime a lot, but I don't remember obviously everything word for word that happened on FaceTime. But I know around like one of them first FaceTime conversations, right? Please hold on to this, y'all. Right? This nigga told me, you know, we asking each other where each other from, shit like that. The nigga tells me he lived like an hour away in Delaware, right? So obviously, if you're telling me that, I don't know you, so I don't know no better. So obviously, if you telling me that we just talking and shit like that, if you telling me that, I'ma believe it, because why would you lie about something like that, you know? So he's basically telling me he lives an hour away in Delaware. So this is what he's telling me. So please hold on to that. Hold on to that. Do not forget that I'm telling you all that, because we are definitely, most definitely going to come back to that. The nigga told me he lived an hour away in Delaware. This is what he's telling me. Right? Mind you, we on FaceTime a lot, so when he FaceTiming me, it's not hard to escape out somebody's house on FaceTime. Like, if he's like, he'll walk around and like show me his backyard, he'll show me his basement, he'll show me his cause he had a daughter, he'll show me his daughter room and shit like that. Like, he'll show me the house. So it's like, obviously I know the blueprint of your house just because we're always on FaceTime and you're always showing me something. So I literally know that it's your front door, then it's your kitchen, then it's your backyard, then it's your basement that's at the front of the kitchen. And like, I know your house just from FaceTime alone. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, because we're going to come back to that. But long story short, I'm telling y'all, he's telling me that he lives in Delaware an hour away. So this is a key message, because he's telling me I'm on my way back to the city. I'm staying in the city tonight. Why he's saying he's staying in the city tonight? Because like I just said, I just told you he don't live in Philly, right? He lives an hour away in Delaware. That's where his house is at. He lives an hour away in Delaware. So when he's saying he's coming to the city and staying in the city tonight, that's because his house is not in the city. It's in Delaware. Okay? So hold on to that. So I was like, yeah, what you doing after that? My bad, yo. I'm like looking down because I'm trying to like take pictures of this shit. That's why I can't wait till we get to March 20th so I could just use my phone instead of the iPad. But so I'm like, what you doing after that? He was like, I don't know, shaking my head. I wanted to hold you in my arms tight till we fell asleep. I guess whenever you available for me. Because I guess he was trying to see me. I think every that time he was trying to see me, and I was like kind of spinning him a little bit. So I don't know, but I was like, LOL, you should have said something earlier. He was like, man, I did. I was like, here you go lying again. He said, so I didn't ask to come see you when you said you was at your mom's house. And I said, book us a telly. He said, you don't remember that, weirdo? I said, I never said I was at my mom's house. I said I was doing something with my mom. I'm not at her house, and you could have still pulled up though if you wanted to see me that bad. LOL, you chose not to. And then he's talking about book us a room. I just thought about that, nigga. Why the fuck would you think I'm going to? I don't know. I don't even recall the phone conversation, but I know for a fact if he brought up a hotel to me that I just disregarded that whole statement. Because nigga, why the fuck you think I'm about to go to a hotel with you? Are you dumb? So I was like, I said you still could have pulled up though if you wanted to see me that bad. You chose not to. He said, I still do though. What's up? He was like, want to take this long ride and you going to drive. shaking my head. My crib an hour. We could go to my house if you can. Yo, he lied so bad. This shit is a shame. Like, I just want y'all to hold on to all these key points. So he like, my crib an hour away. We could go to my house if you can. I said, I don't got a babysitter right now. He said, me and son coming with us. Yo, this bitch is a fucking weirdo. Yo, I'm laughing because it's like literally, when I tell y'all shit is going on, shit is literally going on. Like, fake pages is writing me right now as we speak. And I just seen this because it's in my request box. And I only got one guess of who it could be. Like, oh my God. Like, people is so fucking weird. But anyway, damn, this just made me lose my whole fucking train of thought. People, bitches is so fucking weird. Like, bitch, a fake page ain't never write me. Y'all bitches just make it so obvious that y'all be on my dick. That just would be so funny. But anyway, like, y'all bitches is going out of your way. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? So he said his crib an hour away. We could go to my house if you can. I said, I don't got a babysitter right now. He like, me and son. He said, me and son could come with. Let me make sure I'm taking pictures of all this stuff. He said, me and son could come with us. Me and son coming with us. He could have the whole house to himself. He played a game. I said, I don't bring my son around no niggas. Facts. I don't bring my son around no. Keep that in mind too. I don't play that shit. My son is 5. The only nigga that been around my son, aside from this nigga, but we're gonna get to that. But the only other nigga that been around my son other than Legion Lioness is his dad. I never played that shit. My son was 4 at the time when 3 going on 4. Like, his birthday was probably like a month away when I had started talking to him. So in 4 years, the only nigga that been around my son is his dad. I don't play that shit. Like, I don't play that shit. So this is basically me telling him that, like, basically, like, I don't, like, no type shit. So he like, me and son coming with us. He could have the whole house to himself. He play games. I said, I don't bring my son around no niggas. I could leave him with my folks whenever he go to sleep. He said, man, I'm probably the really, oh my God. Yeah, looking back, it's like, why can't I start fucking with niggas knowing everything that I know now? Like, that shit is annoying to, like, not know nobody until it's already too late. So he like, man, I'm probably the realest nigga you ever ran across. LOL, he gonna love me. I'ma get young whatever he want. I ain't no niggas. The fuck, I'm your nigga. Shut the fuck up. You're not my nigga. Don't even know you. I said, but you ain't even meet me in person yet. How you think I'm about to just bring my son around you? Ain't no telling if you temporary or not. He said, I keep forgetting, shaking my head. I really didn't see you yet. He said, why I feel like we've been around each other, cracking the fuck up. I respect the love. Just know if it's temporary, don't mean me. Just know if it's temporary, don't mean me and his relationship gonna be temporary. I said, you know you didn't. I said, you know you didn't see me yet, LOL. And that's cool that you saying that, but I don't really know what's what until the time actually come. So when he said, why I feel like we've been around each other, I said, you was dreaming it. So he put the laughing faces. I said, you keep trying to tell me some bullshit that you think I want to hear. Because, like, you not doing nothing. Like, all along, like, this whole time, you ain't been doing nothing but talking. So he like, what bullshit, yo? What the fuck? He said, what I say, that's bullshit. I said, LOL, nothing, never mind. What you doing? So we just was talking or whatever. And I think I called him. So when I called him, he didn't answer and he texted me back. And he said, I'm in the casino at the table, baby. I said, oh, worry, call me when you leave. He said, okay. He said, they be bitching when you on the phone at the tables like somebody trying to rob them. So we just was talking about that or whatever. Whatever. I'm just trying to get to the good part. So we just, as y'all can see, we just talking. I'm not going to read every single message. That's what I'm not doing. I just want to show y'all just the gist of everything. He texted me. So that last message I sent him, I don't know. I know we was talking and then he texted me and was like, I ain't sleeping 3 days. Whatever the fuck he was talking about. Telling me he ain't sleeping 3 days. And I said, so we were just talking. So he like asking me what I'm doing, saying like, oh, because I need to see my stink. And he asked me what I was doing. And I think I said my folks crib. And he was like, who your folks? Your nigga? And I said, he said, because that's what a chick told me one time, whole time it was her nigga crib. I said, well, what you waiting on then? Because he said he need to see me. And I was like, I'm cracking the fuck up. If I had a nigga, I wouldn't be texting you. He was like, well, where we going to go, though? He was like, it's late. He was like, I know I can't step foot in there. He was like, and I damn sure ain't sitting in no car in the trenches. I said, who the fuck said I was in the trenches? He said, LOL, where you at? So I told him where I was at. I was like, well, it ain't the suburb. Like, I ain't in, listen, if you ain't in fucking, like, Kensington, I guess you could say, like, I'm not in the suburbs. I'm definitely not in the suburbs. So, In Philly, damn near everything except for probably like Northeast Philly is considered the trenches, because in damn near every part of the city, no, you cannot just sit in your car. Like, you liable to get jammed in any part of the city. So yeah, technically, if you want to be technical, yeah, we all in the trenches. So he like, I was like, who the fuck said I was in the trenches? He said, hello, where you at? So I told him where I was at. I was like, psych, it is the trenches, but it's not the worst. Like, it's not. Like, so he was like, man. So we were just talking and shit. I'm gonna post these messages. So I was like cracking the fuck up. You said, he was like, I said you was taking me out anyway. Oh my God. I said, cracking the fuck up. You said you was taking me out anyway and didn't. All you do is lie. He said, I was asleep. I was tired as shit. These niggas pulled me out talking about take this ride, then bring me to nut ass Spades. Spades is a club. I said, boy, you said that like 5 days ago. I wasn't talking about just the night. I don't even care though. I just was saying. He said, even you said you didn't have a babysitter. Remember, I said my car was in the shop and was supposed to get it out, but they said the part came in today before they was closing. And I gave my grandma her car back. We gonna go out. I was like, I only said I didn't have a babysitter yesterday. You never told me that either, but now I know. Because that's another thing he'll try to do. He'll try to act like he'll said something the whole time he never said that shit. So I said, okay. So then that's when he was like, remember I was walking the dog. I did tell you, yo, you was falling asleep on the phone. Just making up shit. I just want y'all to hold on to everything so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Like, you sitting here talking about I was falling asleep on the phone. I never was falling asleep on the phone with you. So if you would have said that, I would have remembered. You just made that up. So I said wrong bitch. So I guess he didn't get the message. So he texted me like, hello. I'm about to just show y'all the screenshot. Because this is just too much talking for me. So he was texting me, asking me, he like, you ate? I was like, I ate. I'm hungry again. But I was like, I ate. I'm just hungry again, but only McDonald's and Checkers open. I don't want that. So we just was talking about that or whatever. He gonna text me talking about, I can't wait till we get to March 20th, y'all. I gotta get off this iPad. This is just too much. He said, I'm sad, no bullshit. I said, what's wrong? He was like, you know why I'm shaking my head. I said, oh, where you at? And he was like, 13 minutes from you. He was like, I'm such and such at such and such. I'm not gonna say where he was at. I was like, doing what? He said, at my sister crib. He said, I guess I just read his message. He was like, fuck you, leave me on red for. I was like, I was texting you back. I was trying to look for it. Well, I don't know. We just was talking or whatever. He never asked me that I watched some movie called Peppermint. And I'm like, no. All this other shit. He like, I don't know. We just was talking and shit. So, I don't know. I guess this was the next day or something. And he texted me last and I never texted him back. So then he texted me again and was like, see, you don't be texting back. He was like, but I'm wrong too because I should have texted you. But I've been mad as shit all day long. Blah blah blah. Then I'm like, what you doing? He's sending me screenshots of the stuff he's doing. He's sending me screenshots of him on the phone with his friends and on the phone. And he was sending me a video of a dog fight. Obviously I'm not going to post that in here, but I could kind of show you the screenshot of this stuff, but I'm not going to play the videos. Obviously he sent me like 4 videos. So then we was talking about my brother and stuff like that. So then I don't know. So then again the next day, I guess I stopped texting him again. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a bad texter if I really like you. I still didn't even know this nigga at the time, so I didn't care. So he just texted me out of nowhere and was like, fuck you. He was like, you don't reach out how I do. Blah blah blah. We just was talking or whatever. So I asked him where he at. He sent me his location. And then I was like, oh, you staying down here? I'm staying down here because I think he live in Delaware, right? So I'm like, you staying down here? So next when he texted me back and was like, I called you, yo. And I was like, I don't know. I guess we probably ended up on the phone. So, I don't know. It's just a bunch of stuff going on. We just talking about a bunch of shit. We was talking. He asked me why I'm stressing. I'm telling him why I'm stressing and stuff like that. He like, you want to talk about it? So he like texted me like, I need you. I'm like, I don't know. We just was talking and shit. I don't fucking know. So basically we was texting and shit. He ends up randomly he ends up randomly sending me this fucking location, right? This random ass location, yo. So I guess he was trying to tell me where he was. I think we probably was on the phone at the time and he was telling me where he was at. So, oh no, this would happen. Okay, this would happen. I know this story all over the place right now, yo, but just bear with me. So long story short, we was on the phone, right? So I think, so this is March 15th. He was finally trying to see me or whatever. So he know that I think I was with a friend maybe, or was supposed to like link up with a friend or something like that. So basically, he at his house, right? Mind you, I know what his house looks like. So I know for a fact that he's in his house. This house that he been showing me or whatever, right? So he says, so I'm basically like, so when we on the phone and shit, he like, basically like, this is my crib or whatever, like, let me know how far you is from here. He sends me this location. He sends me this location. And it's telling me this is where his house is at. He sends me this location and it's telling me this is where his house is at. So, mind you, I'm on FaceTime with him. So as he's in his house, he's sending me this location from his house and telling me that this is his house. We gonna get back to that. So he told me, he like, I'm on my way. So mind you, when he FaceTimed me, he was in the house with some boy that he called his brother, and he had put him on the camera too. And I'm like, damn, I'm like, that's crazy that like, for you to live an hour away, you sure be having motherfuckers in your crib. Like, people traveling that far, like they traveling an hour away. But we're gonna get back to that, like I said. So I said, okay. So he ended up saying he was on his way or whatever. He sent me his location, said he was on his way. I said, okay. So long story short, we ended up not linking that night or whatever. So the next day, he ended up sending me his location again. Another location. Saying he fell asleep and stuff. So I'm like, me too. I was like, and plus, I think he was trying to go on like a double date with me and my friend. But I ended up telling him, like, we ain't even go or whatever. So I'm like, I fell asleep. He like, me too, whatever. So basically, the next day, he texted me, like, where you at? I told him where I was at. He said, what you doing, boo? I said, I just woke up. What you doing? Where you at? He like, me too, I'm about to come down. Keep saying he's about to come down from Delaware, right? So he like, I'm about to come down. I said, you always say that, but don't call me when you get here. He said, come see me and let me see your hair. Oh, because I had got my hair done that day or whatever. Basically, I was telling him I was about to go to Cali and shit. I don't even know if I ended up going, but I'm basically telling him I was about to go to Cali. So he asking, can he go? And all this other shit. I don't know, long story short. So he ended up sending me a sad face out of nowhere. So I had ended up sending him a screenshot of something because I seen I had 2 missed calls from him, from both of his numbers. But I guess I didn't get the call because a lot of what my son be like declining people calls. Like if people call my phone, it goes to my iPad too, and he always declining somebody calls. So basically, I was asking him like, did he call me or whatever. So then after that, the next day he ended up sending me a sad face, and I was like, you sent me the voicemail, eat a dick. So he was like, bro, my phone was dead, stop that shit. He said, matter of fact, stay on the phone, I don't trust you, you might fall asleep. So I said, call me then. So I don't know, I think we was like on the phone in between this conversation, I don't know. So long story short, he was finally supposed to come see me. Now this is March 18th, the first time that we seen each other. So he was finally supposed to come see me or whatever, and this is at 1 in the morning. I forgot what the fuck happened. I feel like I was doing something. I know I had to take my mom to the airport at like 4 or 5 in the morning this morning. So long story short, he ended up texting me. I ended up texting him back at like 1 o'clock. So he like, what you doing? And I guess I ain't text back fast enough. So he was like, weird shit. So then I had sent them my location. So then he ended up texting me and was like, he ended up texting me like 30 minutes later and was like, can you come to me? They got me bitching, shaking my head. Now, I don't remember what this was about. I think he was trying to say that, like, I think when we was on the phone, he basically was saying, like, it was hot up there. Like, it was, like, hot with cops type shit. And he was basically saying, I don't know if he ain't had no registration on his car. Some shit he was talking about that he was basically bitching about driving, so he didn't want to come see, like, he was scared to come see me type shit. So he was trying to make me go to him instead. So he like, can you come to me? They got me bitching, shaking my head. I said, what you mean? He said, I don't know why it's hot. I said, like, what are you talking about? I'm lost. He said, I said, can you come to me? It's hot as shit. They pulling us over there. Oh, he said, I got to renew my insurance. Plus, I'm dirty. Like, basically, like, he carrying some shit he ain't supposed to have on him. So I ended up calling him or whatever. I don't know. Long story short, we was talking and shit. So he basically ended up sending me the address to where to come to or whatever. Mind you, he lives an hour away in Delaware, right? He lives an hour away in Delaware, so we're not going to his house. We're going to his folks' house. Because he's in Philly, and he said he was staying in Philly tonight. So that's where we're going. So he had sent me the address that we're going to come to, and he had called. Oh, that's what happened. He sent me the address that we're going to come to, but then I told him I wasn't driving, so he ended up calling me an Uber. So yeah, I think I'm going to insert this screenshot. He said, send me the address that we're to come to, and then I told him I wasn't driving, so he had called me an Uber. And he was like, damn, I guess I gotta take my chance. Before he said he was gonna call me an Uber, he was like, damn, I guess I gotta take my chance. Like, basically, he gonna risk it and come see me anyway. He was like, cause you keep talking this tomorrow shit. I said, I was asleep when you called me. Me driving was never part of the plan. I really don't feel like driving. Like, I ain't feel like driving. Either come get me or I don't know what to tell you. So he was like, I'm about to just come. So he was like, you don't feel like coming out, period? I said, yeah, I come out, but I just don't feel like driving. So I was like, you just drove a whole hour to the city hour to the city because you told me you live an hour away. You just drove a whole hour to the city, and then you scared to drive 5 minutes away. How that work? It took like 5 minutes to text me back. So I was like, so what's up? Did you coming or not? So he like, bro, it's super hot. You want me to get my shit snatched? Well, I'm not stopping. He was like, but I just don't feel like getting into all that stink. He was like, I'm about to just send you an Uber, no bullshit. I'm going with my first instinct tonight, cracking the fuck up. So I was like, all right, and no, I get what you saying. I was just letting you know I wasn't driving either. So he like, I'm gonna call you in a second. I'm like, okay. So he like, I'm gonna be mad. And I was like, why? He was like, cause you gonna leave soon as you oh, he was like, I'm gonna be mad. I was like, why? He said, cause you gonna leave soon as you get here. I was like, I could come back. And he said that because he knew I had told him, we was on the phone and I had told him that I had to take my mom to, because my mom was going to Cali. And her flight was probably like 7, so she had to be to the airport like 5. So I had to take her to the airport. So by the time he ended up finally calling the fucking Uber for me, it's like, I don't even know what time I had got over there. I don't even know what time I got over there, but I knew it was late. It was like when I got there, I kind of had to leave back out. So he was like, I'm going to be mad. I said, why? He said, because you're going to leave as soon as you get here. I said, I could come back. He's like, yeah, whatever. I said, real shit. He was like, I'm about to call it. I'm around the corner waiting for this dumbass trap to come outside. So I was like, let me know when you do it. So he like, okay. He like, you ate? I said, I don't got an appetite right now. He said, I'm about to call it. Send the address. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. So I sent him the address or whatever. But the address I sent him wasn't my address. It was, you know, a couple doors down type shit. So I had sent him the address. So he had, I don't even know what he was trying to get at. I think he was trying to slight way text me some freaky shit. And I was like, I'm not doing nothing weirdo. Like, the fuck, I don't know what he was trying to get at. But it wasn't giving nothing he thought. So long story short, I was like, I'm not doing nothing weirdo. So he told me it was 10 minutes away. So he's like, get ready and don't forget nothing. And I was like, blah, blah, blah. So then I had got there. So it said I got there at 4:18 in the morning. That's how long. We was talking at 1 and was planning on seeing each other all night. And I didn't get there till 4 in the morning. So I'm like, so I guess I called him and he didn't answer. So I said, why you not answering? I'm outside, stupid. So he said, here I come. So he had came to get me or whatever. So long story short, now we getting to see each other, right? Hold on. Yo, this fucking fly burning me out. Real shit. All right, y'all, I'm back. Back to what I was saying. Okay, so now I'm at the house, right? So now I gotta scroll all the way back up. This is the shit I be talking about. This is so annoying. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so overwhelmed with this fucking story and trying to get these receipts and stuff that my ass about to take a break and take a nap. Okay, this is a lot. This is a lot. But so basically I got to the house or whatever. He came to let me in, and that was it or whatever. So basically we was at whoever fucking house it was. He was telling me, okay, so this is what he told me. This was yet another lie, but we're gonna go back to that. Basically he was telling me that the house that we was at was his mom's house, but his mom don't really stay there, and that his mom has like a nice big ass house in Delaware, but this house that we at is also her house or some shit like that. So basically that's what he's telling me. So I guess at this house, this is where the mom lived and both of his sisters, and this one sister got like 3 kids or something, and they all live at this house that I'm talking about. But the mom was like never there or something, so it was like whatever, I don't know. So long story short, he came and let me in or whatever. So I went in the house and we had went upstairs and we had went to this room. At the time it was his sister's room, one of his sister's room or whatever. So we was in there, we was just chilling and shit. He told me give him a hug, I gave him a hug. We was in there, we mainly was listening to, we was on, like, you know how niggas love playing like music videos and shit on YouTube. So he just like sitting there. It's so crazy talking about this because that shit felt like it just happened. Like, that's crazy that it was over a year ago already, but whatever. But we was on YouTube listening to his rapper friend, watching his videos and stuff like that. So we just was talking, like, we just was talking and shit like that. He did, I think he like, he like kissed me, but he didn't really kiss me. He kissed me like right here. Like, he did kiss me on my mouth, but it was like more so on the side, but it was on my mouth. But like, he only did it like one time, and then we were just chilling, like we were just talking and shit like that. So that was that or whatever. Like I said, we wasn't there long. I mean, I wasn't there long because I literally, by the time I had to take my mom to the airport at like 5:30, I got there at like 4:15. So it was literally like, it was pointless to even go. But when I got there, it's like, how can I describe him? Okay, first of all, I'm very short. Like, I'm short as shit, very petite. Like, he's like probably like 2 inches, like an inch or like an inch and a half taller than me. But it was like, he also like really skinny. So it's like, it don't really look that bad, him being that short. And it's like, he is a tiny bit taller than me, like a tiny bit taller than me, but not much. He got real long. I'm only describing him only because y'all, I got some shit to show y'all at the end of the series anyway, so I could describe him. Fuck it. He got long ass dreads. Like, when I say long dreads, I mean like long ass dreads. Now, me personally, I never had a dread head before, and I never thought I would like a dread head before. This was my first one, and I guess it was cool. Like, I never thought I never pictured myself like with no dreadhead before, but like, it was this first one. I mean, overall, when it was all said and done, I fucking regret it. But when it's like I first was fucking with him, like, I liked what I was dealing with or whatever. But I can say, as far as face wise, the dreads made him. And I used to tell him this all the time, but we gonna get into that too. But like, the dreads made him. Like, the fact that his dreads was like super super long, that's kind of, I feel like, what made me like more attracted to him. I don't even know where I started getting attracted to dreads. Out of nowhere. I would have never thought it, but whatever. But the dreads made the face, is basically what I'm trying to tell you. So long story short, you know, I like what I saw, he liked what he saw, type shit. We was chilling, we was cool, and that was that. I ended up having to leave, so he ended up having to give me an Uber back home or whatever, and he wanted me to come back so bad. Like, but you know, in that hour of us like just chilling and talking and stuff like that, I did like, I'm like, oh worry, like, he cool, like, he alright, whatever. You know, that first time you visit somebody, you be shy as shit type shit. So I'm like, he cool, like, whatever. Like, it was a vibe, I guess. Like, it was a good enough vibe to where the nigga ain't want me to leave, and I ain't really want to leave either, to be honest. Like, but yeah, so I ended up having to leave, so he ended up calling me Uber back. But he was begging me to come back. Like, he did not want, like, he ain't get enough of me yet. So, you know, but he was begging me to come back there or whatever. So it was like, I kept telling him, I'm like, okay, I'm going to come back and shit like that. But he ain't believe me. So I'm like, just sit on the phone with me. I'm really going to come back. Like, so we sat on the phone, because it took me probably like an hour or something to come back. So basically, I had to catch an Uber back to where I was at or whatever. So when I got there, I had to wait for my mom to finish getting ready. And the whole time we were sitting on the phone though. So when she finished getting ready or whatever, I took her to the airport. But the whole time, me and him is just sitting on the phone. He like sending me little video. I could probably screenshot that too. He's sending me videos on Instagram, like, literally. But we're sitting on the phone the whole time. Like, the whole time, like, from the moment that I left his house to the moment that I went back to his house, we never hung up the phone, like, for like an hour. So let me see, I'm gonna send y'all the screenshot. But he just was like sending me videos and shit while we was sitting on the phone. I thought he was asleep at one point, because he just wanted to sit on the phone to make sure I came back. So the whole time I'm talking to my mom, the whole time, took her to the airport and shit like that, drove back from the airport, went back in the house. I forgot what the fuck I did, and then I went back out there. But the whole time I'm on the phone with him. So I ended up going back to his house. It was probably like 7 something. So now that we chilling and shit, now, of course, you know, as every nigga, they have to try something. They have to try something. So first we was chilling. We still was chilling, talking and shit like that. And I'm trying to think of how it happened. I think we were just chilling or whatever. And then we laid down. Of course, typical nigga, he has to try something. But I think he just asked I'm trying to speak in code, because I don't want to talk too like vulgar and like dirty in this video. But he asked to go down, pretty much. He asked to do it on me, pretty much. So I let him. Like, so I let him or whatever. But like I said before, that don't do nothing for me if I'm not, like, we gotta emotionally be something for me to actually let it go further than that. Other than that, yeah, do what you gonna do. You gotta get up and get off me, get away from me type shit. So he did that or whatever. And the thing, okay, so all right, I'm gonna get back to that. So he did it or whatever. So he did it one time. He like, oh, you taste so good. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, like I don't even want to wash my face and da 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 da. All this, and I'm like, cool. So I'm not gonna lie. Before he did it, he was telling me that, you know how niggas like to brag about something, but the whole time, next thing you know what happened, and it don't be that. One thing I can say about this clown ass nigga, he was top one. He was top one, and I'm talking both head and dick, like top one, like top one. That's I'm not even gonna take that away from him. He turned out to be a dirty bum and all this other cool shit. He turned out to be everything wrong, but them two things about him, I gotta give it to him. I can't lie. I can't take it away from him. It's just like, I don't know. So he told me beforehand that he was there, but I figured, he probably would have been that, but it's like, no, he was really that, like, type shit. So he did it or whatever. That was cool. Front and back. Like, so he did that, and then he wouldn't stop doing it. It's like he'll stop or whatever. And then he'll stand up. And this was the other weird shit he was doing. He kept like going to the window. He kept like standing up every 2 seconds and like going to the window. You know how like when you first meet a nigga, like they be real paranoid, like thinking that like you trying to line them or something. I don't know if that's what, but this nigga got up every 2 seconds. I lied to you, not every 2 seconds, and kept looking out the window. I'm just looking at him like, what is wrong with you? Like, kept looking out the, I don't know why he kept doing it. It was so fucking weird. I ain't never seen no shit like that ever in my life. But he just kept getting up and just looking out the window. Kept looking out the window. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so long story short, he just kept like he did it or whatever the first time, and then he kept asking like can I do it again? Like, can I have some more? Can I da da da? Mind you, he's not fucking me. He's just literally eating, like, like he just doing it. But every time he asks me, I'm like, go ahead. Like, I'm like, go ahead. Like, that's all he wanted to do. I'm going to say he did that. No exaggeration. I'm going to say he did it that time. I'm going to say about 4 to 5 times. Just that time alone. Of us first seeing each other, and he would not stop. Like, he just kept wanting to do it. Like, he wouldn't stop. And I kept letting him. So, of course, when you let a nigga go down on you and shit, of course they're going to try to fuck you. But the thing with me is, niggas don't never believe me when I say, because a nigga could say, I feel like this is probably every nigga. A nigga's always, because that's always going to be the first thing that they ask to do is, oh, can I eat your pussy? I just want to taste it. Da, 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 da. That always be what they say. And I'll be like, all right. I'll be like, you're not fucking me though. I say just like that, like, all right, you can do that, but you're not fucking me. Like, I tell niggas that every time from the gate, from the rip. Like, I do not lie to you. I'm going to let you know. You could do it if you want, but you going to do it at your own risk. And if you walk away with blue balls, I don't want to hear nothing, because you're not fucking me. Like, it's just not going down that way. Like, no. Like, no. So it's like, I tell niggas that, but they don't never believe me. I guess because, like I said, I know a lot of people, like, even like my friends and stuff like that. Them bitches, if they get in here, they is not turning down no dick. Like, I know a lot of people that are like that. And it's like, me, I be wanting to so bad, but it's like, it be a mind over matter thing for me. It's like, girl, if you open your legs, if you fuck this nigga, automatically you going to think that nigga yours. Like, you're not going, you automatically going to think, nigga, you gotta cut all your bitches off now. Yeah, this is what we doing. This a us thing now. Like, so it's like, to avoid all that craziness is like, you just gotta do it. But bad as you don't want to, you just gotta do it. Like, so it's like, it'd be hard, but it'd be easy for me, because it worked up until this point. I don't know with everybody. I don't fucking know. But long story short or whatever, of course he tried to do it or whatever. So I'm pushing him off me. I'm like, no. So he like, no, I don't want to put it in. I just want to lay it between your legs. So whatever the fuck he was saying, I'm like, no. So then he tried to get behind me and was like trying to like fake cuddle, but was trying. And I'm like, no, like, no. So then after that, he like stood up and came around and basically like pulled his dick out. It was asking like, basically like, all right, like, if I can't fuck you, you just, no. First of all, this is what I don't get about niggas. If I tell you you're not fucking me, I'm not fucking you. If I tell you that, what the fuck would make you think I'm going to suck your dick instead? If I'm going to suck your dick, I might as well fuck you. Why would I do that and not fuck you? Please make it make sense. And I hate when niggas be trying to be like, oh, cuz it's just sucking dick. Like, but that's like it's different with men. Like, it's different. It's like, that's like when you if a girl, like, a nigga can just eat a girl pussy, and that's like, that's not really crossing the line. It's like, you ain't fuck me, so it's like, it really don't matter. But if a bitch suck your dick, that's like, I don't know, that shit is just so dumb to me. If you're gonna do that, just go all the way. Like, but long story short, he tried to do that or whatever, and I'm like, no. Like, what the fuck? Like, no. Like, so we was going back and forth about that or whatever, and he was like, he said, a girl ain't that. Yo, it be so funny because this is what niggas always say. Like, a girl ain't never turned me down, yo. Like, a girl ain't never da, da, da. He like, I take my head off. He was saying all this stuff like, I take my head off to you, yo. A girl ain't never turned me down, da, 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 da. Like, that whole thing, like, and I'm like, it's the first time for everything, I guess. I don't know. But it'd be so funny because he's not the only nigga I experienced that with. It's like they always be thinking I be playing until the time come and I really don't let y'all hit. And then y'all be like, damn, well, she was dead serious, like. But they always stick around, you know. That don't make them go nowhere at all. But they actually make them like me a whole lot more. But he like, he said, he just kept saying it like, I can't believe it. So then it's like, once I had said no or whatever, it's like he kept trying to eat my pussy. And it's like, I kept doing it and I kept telling him, I'm not fucking you. Like, you could keep doing it if you could keep doing it as many times as you want to. You could do it until your jaws lock. Okay? Like, you can keep doing it, but you're not fucking me. And I just really need you to understand that you're not doing it. So it's not going to that level. So it's like, you could keep doing it if you want to. I love it. Like, you like it, I love it. Like, so he just kept saying it and stuff like that. So kept saying it, kept doing it. And I'm like, okay, like, I just kept telling him, like, I'm not, and he just kept saying, like, like, I can't believe that a girl ain't never, da, 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 da. He like, but that really was, like I said, always make niggas like me more. And he was like, that really make me like you more, though, da, 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 da. So I'm like, of course, duh. So, long story short, I didn't let him hit. This was March 18th. I ain't let him fuck me or whatever. And, yeah, that was that. So that was that. So now, hold on, because I'm about to be off this iPad in a second. So I guess after I had left him, we ain't talk all day or something, and he ended up texting me. And was like, what's your whole fucking thing? He was like, I said, what you talking about? He said, oh yeah. So then, like, right before I left or whatever, even though he wasn't active on Twitter, like, at all. Like, he really wasn't active on Twitter. But for some reason, we followed each other. We was already following each other on Instagram. But then we had followed each other on Twitter. And he had sent me a message on there and shit. So, but anyway, I guess we had went that whole day without talking. So, he had wrote me. It was like, what's your whole fucking thing? Shaking my head. I said, what you talking about? I said, I called you and you called me back. I said, and you don't answer the phone. Because that was another thing about him. We would be on the phone a lot, but we'll basically be on the phone on his terms type shit. Because it's like, if I call him, the nigga don't answer. Like, he'll eventually call back, but it's like, he won't answer. Like, if I call him, he's not going to pick it. Not all the time, but sometimes, like, he'll do that or whatever. So, I would call him, he wouldn't answer sometimes. And, yeah, so, basically, I was like, I called you and called me back. I was like, and you don't answer the phone. So it's like, why you texting me talking about what's my whole thing? Because we went all day without talking to each other. Nigga, you don't answer the fucking phone type shit. So he said, I called you. You want to see that I called? So I said, I called you back at 6:30 or whatever. You never called me. But you was on Instagram dicky. I'm about to text the screenshot. So then he was like, he didn't call me or whatever. So then he ended up basically sending me screenshots saying that he did call me. Like, whatever. So then he sent me this because I guess we ended up on the phone. After that, it say 5 in the morning. And I said, why you keep hanging up, Cleon? So he had sent me this voice message.
Hold on. Call you right back. Call right the fuck back. My butt. Call you back, sticky butt.
He was such a weirdo. So after that, I don't think he ever called me back. So I ain't say nothing to him. The whole day. So the whole next day, this a whole nother day, he texts me like, you call yourself really not fucking with me, shaking my head. I said, I called you, dumbass. He said, I would think I would have had some missed calls from you type shit. So he was like, I was sleep stink. I said, but you still see a call though. He said, I got a lot of missed calls. I said, and what that got to do with me? You saying I didn't call you, and I'm telling you I did. What is you telling me about other missed calls for? I don't give a fuck. He said, bro, I checked my missed calls. I didn't check my missed calls till you said something, bro. Like, why you didn't text me? Called me at 4:45. Yeah, I had a long ass nap till 12 a.m. Now I'm just getting up or whatever. Talking about he went to sleep at 4:45 and woke up at 12. So I'm like, whatever. So he was basically telling me he went, like I said, 4:45 and woke up at 12. Shit like that. Like, how the fuck you go to sleep at 4:45 and wake up at 12 talking about you took a nap? Like, I don't know. It just be weird shit like that. So I'm like, I don't know. We just was talking and shit. So he said I'm on my way down there now. I got bust a nice little one. Basically, he got bust a nice trip or whatever. He said I ain't feel like it, but it's worth it. I said, at least you waking up the money. But I don't know. So then he was like, I said, at least you waking up the money. He said, I'm trying to wake up next to my bitch, but she don't ever want to sleep with me. And I said, cracking the fuck up, come here. Like, I was telling him to come to where I was at. He said, here you go, LOL lies. I said, I'm not lying. I just didn't want you knowing where I was staying at first, but you got me an Uber from the area, so it really don't make a difference now. So he said, shaking my head, that's why I ain't text you back. You really don't trust me. I'm not one of them, yo, real shit. First of all, when you turned out to be one of the most untrustworthy motherfuckers ever. Second of all, how are you going to say the reason why you didn't text back is because I said something about, oh, because when I said I'm not lying or whatever, I just ain't want you know where I was staying. That was a message at 1:56 a.m. He ain't text me back till 5:45 talking about that's why I ain't text back because you really don't trust me. I'm not one of them, yo, real shit. So I'm like, you really going to get mad that I said something about you? I don't want you to know where I stay. Like, what the fuck? So, like, that's how I am with everybody. Like, it ain't just you. What the fuck? So he basically says, shaking my head, that's why I ain't text you back. You really don't trust me. I'm not one of them, real shit. He said, I don't bring people to my crib either. I don't care if it's folks or not. But good morning. Oh, because when he texted me that at 5, I ain't texting. Y'all about to see the screenshot. So then I said, then why you acting so shocked that I said what I said? You clearly see where I'm coming from. So he said, whatever, where you at now? He said, I'm well rested trying to come outside. I said, I'm in the house. Where you at? He said, on my way up to you. I said, to do what? He said, I got to do something. He said, why? You want to go with me? I said, yeah. He said, you sure? I said, yeah, but I don't got to go if you don't want me to. Like, why you asking me to come somewhere you don't really want me to come? Like, weird shit. He'll always do weird shit like that, too. So he said, I'm handling something dangerous. So why you ask me if I want to come? So he said, can I come over? I said, so why would you ask me if I want to go? I wasn't even trying to till you said it, dummy. I said, and when? He said, because you asked like you wanted to come, the fuck. He said, but you're not going to want to see this shit. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. I feel like he just was making something up. I don't know. I said, no, I didn't. I just was asking what you was about to do. I wasn't going to say I wanted to go. So he said, I don't know. He was just talking some bullshit. He said, never said if you was going to ask. I said, do you want to go? Because you going to say for what? Like, damn. Don't ask me for what if I say I'm on my way somewhere. I said, from now on, I'm going to just say, oh. So I said, he put the laughing faces and I said, I'm going to sleep. Be safe. He said, see, weird shit. You knew I wanted to come take a nap. Fuck out of here. Don't say nothing to me. I said, when did you come in? You didn't say shit. So what time were you trying to come? He never texts back, right? I said, he ain't text back for like 5 minutes. I said, exactly, you dumb as shit. He said, you never see me say, when am I coming, shaking my head. I said, okay, I'm asking you again now, and you still not saying shit. He said, you want me to come now? I said, you can. He put the heart on it. He never, that was at 10:01 p.m. He never came, never said nothing, never called me, never nothing. I said, why would you say you was coming and did not come? I'm off you. So, let me show y'all this dumb shit. So, he said, I said, why would you say you was coming and did not come? I'm off you. So he had replied to an old message when I said I'm going to sleep, be safe. He said, that's why you start saying goodnight, then never text back, you weird as shit. Don't start with me this morning, please don't. So I said, so I ain't even texting back. I ain't say shit because I'm like, this nigga's a weirdo. First of all, you just made that up. If you was doing something or going to fuck with another, I don't know. But if you was doing that, say that. Well, not, don't say that. But I'm just saying, like, don't sit there and try to make it seem like, because I said I was going to sleep, that's why you didn't come. Because after I said I was going to sleep, you still said you was coming and I told you to come. So why would you reply to that message as if that was the last message I sent was that I'm going to sleep? So he going to say, that's why I never, after he said, don't start with me, please don't. I'm going to put this screenshot on too. He said, where you at? So, oh, no. So that was it. He said, don't start with me this morning. Please don't. That was at 8:50 in the morning. I never responded. I was cool after that. I was like, this nigga's a weirdo. So then he texted me later on that night and said, where you at? I see you want to see the other side of me. basically threatening me, like, you must want to see this other side of me because you keep not texting back or whatever. So I still ain't text back. So he texted me back. And mind you, I wasn't texting back and I was leaving him on red. Like, and I was leaving him on... Y'all can see right here. I'm going to block out the number. But y'all can see right here. Y'all can see right here how many times he kept texting me and I was not responding. Like, I was not responding to him. He just kept texting me. So he like, what's your whole thing? Mind you, like I said, he's texting me. Not only am I not responding, but I'm just leaving him on red. So I ain't texting back. So then he texted me again the next night. He texted me again the next day, but it was like late at night or whatever. He said, LOL, you really left me. He said, LOL, you really left me. Some shit like that. Whatever he's saying, he talking about how he going black on me, send my location, he gonna come slap the shit out of me, all this cool shit, mad and shit because I'm ignoring him. Like, no, you're fucking weird and you already coming off as a liar and I don't even really know you like that. And it's like, I feel like you just not keeping your word about not even the little shit that you saying. So it's like, you're weird. I don't want to deal with you. So I just kept ignoring him. So when he asked me to send my location, I sent it to him because, like, you're not slapping nobody. So then that's when he said, matter of fact, you want to act weird, you ain't going to see me slapping the shit out you. I said, boy, wait. He said, I'm going to sneak the fuck out of you. You ain't going to see it coming. I'm going to catch you late. And I said, you're not seeing me nowhere. My flight already booked. Oh, because basically I was telling him, I was like lying to him, basically saying like I'm leaving. I was leaving and I was going back to Atlanta or whatever. So I was just like saying shit just to make him mad or whatever. So he like, so I'm like, my flight already booked. He said, you think I'm playing? You think he was just saying some irrelevant shit. So he said, when you leaving, yo, you really just burnt me out. I swear. He said, you wasn't going to tell me. He said, I was going to pay for your flight because I got to go there on Monday. Talking about he was going to pay for my flight to go back to Atlanta. Just making up shit. So I don't know. He was just saying some shit. So I told him, I said my flight was 6 in the morning. So he like, I swear I hate it here now, because he always used to be like, I love it here, I love it here, whatever. So I just put the laughing faces, and he like, you really a weirdo. He was like, you really a weirdo, you really gonna do this to me? I said, do what? He said, why'd you leaving? You know, these last couple days been stressing me out. And you not responding and ignoring me. I said, boy, you was not fucking stressed. I said, and it was only one day, you extra as shit. Well, it was 2 days, and you extra as shit. He said, I wanted you to leave with me Monday, shaking my head. I was going to book her flight. Keep saying he was going to book her flight. Like, no, you wasn't. He said, bro, you ignored me for 2 days, shaking my head. Then I had sent him a screenshot because I'm like, it actually wasn't really all the way 2 days. And I was like, he was like, you don't even got my number saved. Well, then my number not saved. Whatever the fuck he was talking about. I was like, neither is mine. He was like, he basically saying like, oh, you treat me like a regular clown ass nigga. So I said, that's what you are. That's what you act like. He was like, I saved your number the day that we was together. I'm telling him, I'm like, you a clown. He like, he like telling me, he talking about, you ain't never going to find a nigga like me, I swear. So he just was saying all this shit. And I'm like, you just be lying, like whatever. I said, nigga, I said, you treat me worse than anybody I ever dealt with. He said, can you please not make me feel like this? You really just broke my heart. My feelings hurt. Shut up. Like, shut up. You don't care about nothing I'm talking about. Shut up. Like, he just used to irk me when he used to try to talk all deep and lovey-dovey and shit. Nigga, you don't give a fuck about nothing I'm talking about. Shut up. Cause in between this conversation right here, he FaceTimed me too, and he was just like hype as shit that like I finally answered the phone because I kept ignoring him. But even when we was on the phone, he just kept talking all that dumbass lovey-dovey shit like, oh, Stink, like I thought you really left me, da da da. Like, boy, shut the fuck up. Even if I did leave you, you did not care. Shut up. So he like, my feelings hurt. I said, you are a joke. I really want you to know that. He said, you said I really treat you the worst. That's deep. I said, you be fake caring about shit knowing damn well you don't give a fuck. Like, I literally said this. I'm gonna put the screenshot in there. I said, you really be trying to fake care about shit knowing damn well you don't give a fuck. I said, it's true. He said, I'm a joke. See, I swear if you was in front of me, I would have slipped the shit out you. What time you really leave? You got me hot. Can you leave late tomorrow morning? I said, well, buy me a new flight. The whole time I don't even got no flight. I'm just lying to him, making him mad. I said, wait for what though? I said, so you could lie about coming here again? Because really, honestly, that's really what I was being petty about. Because like, you know how like when you get an attitude when you miss somebody type shit. That's really why I was like being like mean and stuff like that, because it was like I had seen him for that first time, and then after that like I liked him, so it's like I wanted to keep seeing him, but he kept lying. He kept saying he wanted to see me too, but then kept lying. So it was irritating me because it's like I didn't really want to be on your dick, but why did you not like kissing my ass? Why are you not trying to be at my ass right now? So that's all. I just was giving him attitude basically or whatever. So I told him buy me a new flight. So I'm like, wait. I was like, wait for what though? I said, so you could lie about coming here again. He was like, you don't know what I've been through today, shaking my head. I really could have died and you don't care. I'm like, what? Why niggas always trying to say like they could have died or some shit? Like every time you try to stop fucking with them. So he like, I really could have died and you don't care. So I said, buy me a new flight. He going to say, man, he said, I'll buy you a house. The fuck, stay here with me. And so I don't know, we just was talking or whatever. So then that's when he was like, well, Lord, I'm coming first thing in the morning. So I said, I don't believe you. He said, I'm out Maryland right now picking up this money. If I come back around 3, 4, you still gonna be woke. I said, and why would you come at 8 in the morning instead of tonight? Because you don't, well, that's because I ain't see people, he said. So he said, he was going back to what he was saying about how he could have died today or whatever. So he like, bro, I'm in my sister with, honestly, I think at this point I could go back to I could use my phone. I can, BRB, because this iPad shit ain't it. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Y'all wouldn't believe me if I told y'all I just woke up from a nap. I stopped this video whenever I stopped it, probably like 3 hours ago, and I took a nap. So if my makeup, wig, or anything look a little off, that's why. I'm so fucking tired still, but I'm like, no, I'm like determined to get this shit finished today. But it's so overwhelming, y'all. So many receipts. But at least I'm back to being able to use my phone now as opposed to the iPad, because that was just way too extra. That was, everything else was already extra, but this was just beyond extra. Like that iPad shit was beyond extra. That was just extra as hell. So hold on, because now I gotta scroll back up my Instagram messages as well. But alright, so basically I think the last message I told y'all he sent was, it say, bro, I'm in my sister will, you want to know what happened today? So then he was like, I don't know, he basically was talking some shit, and he like, I just want to fly, because remember I told you he said he was in Maryland or whatever. So he like, I just want to fly back and hold you in my arms. I said, please shut the fuck up, because shut up, like you just always just saying shit. Like, so I guess he was responding to when I said, why would you come here at 8 in the morning instead of tonight? But that was before I seen that he said he was in Maryland or whatever. I was like, you don't give a fuck about seeing me. He was like, I do care, this was a big play, 25K, I need that. Basically saying he went out Maryland to go pick up $25,000, which was a fucking lie, y'all. A fucking lie. He said, so he basically was saying he had to go out there to pick up $25,000, yo. That was a fucking lie. Like, that was a lie. Or I don't know if the person he was with had to do it or what, but he was fucking lying. Like, that wasn't, no. He tried to make it seem like he went out there to pick up $25,000. That never happened. That nigga never even seen $25,000. So basically he had went back to what he was talking about when he was trying to say he almost died or whatever. So he like, you really don't care about my life. So I was like, I just said it was wrong. So he like, I really almost got choked. I was like shaking my head, we could talk about it when you get here. So I was like, you cool though? And I was like, basically, so he basically, because I don't know why the message is not in here. Did he FaceTime me in between it? I feel like, oh, no. That's what happened. Hold on. Now I got to keep scrolling up Instagram because I'm like, hold up. Something is missing. So hold on, because I got to keep scrolling up Instagram for this receipt. But basically, as I'm scrolling, I'm going to tell you what happened. But basically, he was telling me that earlier in the daytime, he basically got, like, and that the car had got hit, that I think he said something. But he lied so much, y'all, that I literally can't tell you if that was true or not. But he had ended up telling me that he got banged at or whatever, him and whoever he was with, and that the car got hit and all this other stuff. So I guess that's all what happened today, because he just kept trying to tell me like, I almost died today and you don't even care and da 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 da. And it's like, I don't know. Anyway, but I'm trying to show y'all something, because I guess the messages is missing, because, well, they not missing, but I remember, I think he had told me, he was like, I'm about to send you a video of it on Instagram. Okay, I'm back, y'all. This time, hopefully with no distractions. My face is getting oily and I don't like it. I don't like it. Hold on, let me get my look back together. So where was I at? So I told you, oh, that's what I was doing. I was about to show y'all this. Okay, so the screenshot I'm about to post. Oh shit, hold on. The screenshot that I'm gonna post, the screenshot that I'm about to post, you know how like if somebody sends you a video on Instagram and then the video goes away, so it's like you can't click on it no more, it's just gonna say video. That's just the screenshot. But that's basically me showing y'all that he had sent me a video of the car being shot. I don't know why we was texting, so I don't know why he went and sent the video on Instagram. But we was texting and he sent the video on Instagram and of the car, I guess, looking shot up or whatever. Who fucking knows? It probably wasn't even his video. But anyway, so he had showed me that or whatever. So when he was like, you don't care about my life, and I was like, what's wrong? He was like, I really almost got choked. I was like shaking my head. We could talk about it when you get here. I was like, you cool though? So then that's when he sent me the picture. So then I had text him again, and I was like, damn, that's really crazy. I was like, where that happened at? He told me where it happened at. I said, what time you leaving from? Where you at or whatever. We just were talking and shit. Then he was talking about like his new car, asking me what color should he get it wrapped and all this other shit. We just was talking. All of this is irrelevant. So then he was sending me messages of him and his friend. I don't know why he was sending me that. He was sending me pictures of the car and stuff like that. And I was telling him what color to get and shit. So he texted me at 3:22 and was like, we on our way to the city now. He was like, I need a hot shower maybe, and to offer Salat. He's Muslim, by the way. To offer Salat, and maybe I'll feel better shaking my head. And I was like, you going home? Or you? I said, you going straight home or you coming here? He said, I'm in the city now. I just got back. So then he asked me, can I pray and wash up there? So let me take a note of this too, because it's so crazy what people would say. I don't know. People is just crazy. Let me take a note of this too though. He asked me, can he pray and wash up here and stuff like that. So I'm kind of telling him like, I don't know about all that. First of all, nigga, I only seen you one time. And yeah, so I basically giving him an excuse. Like, I ain't want to say no, so I basically gave him an excuse or whatever. So he like, I was like basically just do it at home type shit. Then I said, but is you really gonna come after? And he was like, yes, I promise. I'ma offer wash up, change my clothes, offer Faja, and then make my way there. So I was like, okay, just call me. He was like, I'm about to pray, just Asuhur, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay. My son sleep like an hour ago. Now yo, right? He said, I'm in Philly now, shaking my head. Shit was traffic because people going to work. I said, how far is you from here? He said, I'm dropping these Pampers off at the baby school. It stay 15 minutes. I said, all right. So at this point, y'all, remember how I was telling y'all how I didn't know he had a daughter or whatever. Okay, so long story short, right? I'm gonna go back to that because now insert his daughter. He basically, remember how I was telling y'all in the first story how I didn't even know he had a baby until it was months later, right? It's because when he first, I feel like my face look oily. It's because when he first alright, so like I said, he had his daughter, I think it was June. He started trying to talk to me June 18th and had a daughter June 22nd. And I didn't find out he had a daughter, I want to say, until like, I don't know if it was the end of 2022 or like the beginning of 2023. But basically, I ended up finding, the reason why I didn't know was because of this. So remember how I was just telling y'all how when he was in his house or whatever, and it was a boy that he called his brother that was in his house and shit, they was on FaceTime and shit. That same boy that he called his brother also had a baby at the same exact time, like to the point where they had their what is it called, what do Muslims call it when it's like a baby shower or something? But it wasn't a baby shower because the babies was already there, like they was there at the event. But it's like I don't know what it's called, but whatever it's called, that's where he was at. So, and then I wasn't trying to put two and two together. It's just we got a lot of mutual followers, and I just so happened to see the shit. But I wasn't really talking to him at the time, so I didn't care. I wasn't trying to put two and two together. But okay, so around the time we first started talking, and after he had the baby or whatever, they was at the Muslim baby shower thing, and he was taking pictures with the boy that he called his brother. It was a picture of him, his brother, and I think like two other niggas or whatever. So mind you, he posted the boy holding a baby, and I think I don't know if he was saying congrats. Mind you, I don't even know if that was him that posted it, if it was Legion that posted it, or if it was somebody else. All I know is, like I said, I got a bunch of mutual followers, so I just know I seen the brother holding a baby at the thing. So I thought when I went to Legion page, when I was on Legion page, I thought that he was at a baby shower for the brother's baby. So alright, so I thought he was at the baby shower for the brother's baby, like celebrating the brother's baby, because the brother had a baby. So then it was like one video that he posted like not too long after that, and it was like he was like, my daughter just shitted on me, da 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 da. But whole time I never seen him post nothing about him saying he personally had a baby. I saw him celebrating the baby at the brother thing. So I'm thinking when he's saying daughter, I'm thinking that the baby he posting was his goddaughter maybe. I thought that the baby he was posting was his goddaughter and that he was calling that baby his daughter. But whole time it was his own daughter. But I just didn't find, like, I don't know if y'all get what I'm trying to say. But I didn't find that out until months later, and I told him that, like, yo, I didn't even know that that was your baby that you posted. I thought that was your goddaughter or something, because all I seen, last thing I seen was you posting a picture of you at somebody else's baby shower. But whole time that was both of their baby shower, and they both had newborn babies at the same time. But he never posted a picture of him holding the baby. I just seen the picture of the brother holding the baby, and then I also know who the brother's wife is or whatever. So I thought it was their like, I don't know if y'all get what I'm trying to say, but I basically didn't put two and two together about that until months later. Like, it was months later when I put two and two together about that. Like, so at this point I know that he had a daughter and all that cool shit. So back to what I was saying. So he basically saying he dropping Pampers off at the baby school and say 15 minutes. So I said, all right. So I said, all right. He texted me, I guess I could screenshot this stuff. So he like, coming now, you ready for me? So I was like, where you at? I keep dozing off, you need to hurry up, because mind you. So he like, I'm coming in, you ready for me? So I'm like, where you at? I keep dozing off, you need to hurry up, because mind you, I pulled an all-nighter at this point. And that's a lot of what I was doing with him, like, once I started talking to him, because he don't go to sleep. Like, at first I thought he was lying when he said he go 3 days without sleeping, but once I actually started to get to know him, I realized he actually really do go 3 days without sleeping. So I used to pull all-nighters with him, because we'll be on the phone. He'll call me and we'll be on the phone 4, 5, 6, 7 in the fucking morning and shit like that. So this whole time I'm up now. So he like coming down, you ready for me? So I'm like, where you at? I keep dozing off, you need to hurry up. So he like shaking my head, turn your fucking phone on. I said, it is on. How far is you? He said 15 minutes, I'm on the E-way. I said, all right. He said, don't go to sleep. I said, he said, don't go to sleep where I'm a park. I said, you keep playing, you gonna be sorry if I go to sleep on you. Where you at? Because mind you, at this point, like, it's time going by. Like, a fucking half hour, 45 minutes. He keeps saying 15 minutes, just lying or whatever. So he like, he like, around the corner, if you fall asleep, well, oh, I'm done, because that's weird. You knew I was on my way, da da da. So I'm just like, hurry the fuck up. So he like, okay. So then that's when, like, 10 more minutes passed. At this point, like, an hour and some change passed. So I had just texted him his name, and he like, I'm 10 minutes. So he like, I hope you got a vape in there, shaking my head. Another thing about him, this nigga was a crackhead. He was a vape smoker, and he's not your like average vape smoker. Like, this nigga has a serious problem when it comes to vape smoking. Like, I'm talking about, we could be in the middle of fucking or something, this nigga will stop, like, will go crazy and stop what he doing, will fucking flip a bed and the couch upside down if he don't got that vape, because he need to be, like, he would do that. He has to have it 24/7. Like, if he, like, say he could be sitting down, right, and his vape go missing and he can't find it, he will have to go to the store right then and there and buy a vape. Like, it was bad. Like, he got a real problem, like, which was crazy. So he ended up telling me a story, which was probably a lie, but he told me a story about how one time, I guess he was smoking vapes too much to the point where it's like he couldn't even talk. He had to go to the hospital and all this other weird shit. But like, he has a serious problem. Like, he always been, where my smoke, where my smoke, where my smoke, like, really acting like a fucking crackhead over vapes. Like, jumping out the pussy for some vapes is crazy. Like, hopping up out your sleep for a vape is crazy. Like, he had it bad, like, real bad. And I'd be like, I'd just be looking like, is it that serious? And sometimes I will fuck with him and hide it, because I'd be like, there's no way that, like, but he would really go crazy. Like, he would really go so fucking crazy. Like, he had to have a vape. Like, it was attached to his hand. It was glued to his hand. Like, he had to have that shit. He had to have a vape. Like, he can't live without it. I forgot to mention that, I don't know, I guess he was so hype over these vapes because he was also like a sober person. He never, like, he don't drink or smoke. So I guess vaping was his thing. Like, he can't live with that shit is bad. Like, he could not live without it. So he like, so he said, I hope you got a vape in there. So I said, no, I don't. So I was like, where's you at, yo? So mind you, it's like an hour and a half at this point. Like, he just playing and playing and playing. So I was like, you lie so bad, it's crazy. So I'm telling him send his location. He not sending his location. So whatever happened, he ended up coming all the way till like fucking, I think it was probably like, I think he probably ended up not coming until like 10:30 in the morning, like 10 something in the morning, because that was our last message. So I'm assuming. So he comes over or whatever, right? He comes over and we chilling and shit. Like, we chilling hard as shit. So like I said, like we chilling hard as shit or whatever. We chilling, we laid up, cuffed up and shit. We was sitting on the couch watching TV and shit like that. So we was just like, yo, let me just say something. My nephew's here, my son was here and stuff like that, and my niece is here too. And all they do is fucking leave the door open. So it's like this fly that's annoying me that keep fucking going past my face. That's why if y'all see me doing this, that's why, like, it's burning me out. That's the one thing I hate about summertime. Like, the buzzing just make me itch. Like, oh my god. But anyway, so he came over here, and so we chilling hard as shit or whatever. We watching TV and stuff. So at this point, I'm like, you know, y'all know that honeymoon phase and shit. Like, you talking to this person every day, all day, y'all on the phone. Y'all already seen each other before. But now it's like, I think this point of us seeing each other, yo, what the fuck? I think this point of us seeing each other, I think was March. Okay, so March 24th. Mind you, first time I seen him was March 18th. So, but we started talking on March 8th. Like, started, like, really talking on March 8th or whatever. So, March 8th, then I seen him March 18th. Which I don't know why. I kept spinning him. I don't know what took me so long to see him that first time. But I seen him March 18th. And then we seen each other again March 24th. So he ends up coming over or whatever. So we just chilling hard as shit. And y'all know that honeymoon phase. Y'all on each other dick, okay? Like, y'all on each other dick. You know, we laid up and shit like that. So this is a problem that he had, okay? Hold on to this fact, okay? This is a problem he had. He would come here, right? Because this was it was like a routine for him. He would come here and then he would come here and then he would basically ask for my phone and shit like that. And he'll just be on my Instagram. So we had like a lot of mutual followers and shit. So I can't recall if he did it before this moment, but I know if it wasn't before this moment, it was after this moment, because the nigga did it to me about a good 25 times. So if he see anybody commenting on my shit, he's going through my Instagram like, oh my god, I just exited these messages. If he see anybody commenting on my shit, he like, you know him. He'll go through all my mutual followers like, you know him, and I be like, no, I be like, no, I don't know him. I be like, we just follow each other type shit. So mind you, I'm skipping. We gonna go back to the first time we seen each other, right? The first time we seen each other when he had me go to his mom's house or whoever fucking house that was. The first time we seen each other, right? We was having a conversation and shit. And I don't know, you know, I feel like niggas be talking, like, we how you just be talking about everything with a nigga, and then you be talking about, like, probably, like, the last time you had sex or something like that, and then I be like, you be like, no, I'm in the drought, da-da-da-da. He tried to lie and tell me he ain't fucking, like, 2 months and all this other shit. Like, we just was talking about shit. So, long story short, I had ended up breaking this whole situation down to him, right? Remember I was telling y'all about low-key. We're inserting low-key into the story. So basically, like, you know, we talking about, you know, when the last time we had sex, stuff like that. I don't know why niggas always, like, I don't know. Y'all know how them conversations go. But so basically, I'm telling him, I ain't lie, like, I told him I was like a week ago. Cause a week ago when I had came to Philly, it's like, okay, I think I came to Philly like March 6th. I fucked low-key March 7th, and then I started talking to him March 8th. That's when he asked me for my number again. So literally that's exactly how it happened. So I had seen him that first time on March 18th. So when he was asking me, like, when the last time I had sex and stuff, I'm like a week ago. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, fuck, I'm alive. That's one thing about it, baby. I'm not lying. I'm not telling, no, I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing or nothing. Like, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. And I'm laughing because it's so funny, because when I started messing with low-key, like, back in, like, when we first started dealing with each other, and we was kind of having the same conversation, like, asking each other, like, when the last time we had sex and stuff like that. And with him, it was worse, because I was like, yesterday or last night or something. Sometimes I be too honest. I don't know. But listen, you ask, I'm gonna tell you. Like, the fuck, like, I ain't out here. Like, I'm just, you know. But anyway, so basically, I had told him I told him, I said last week or whatever. So I think he was asking me like if I had I don't know if he was asking me if I had a boyfriend. I don't know if I had a situation, a boyfriend, whatever. And I basically was telling him, I'm like, no, I don't really talk to nobody. I said, I got this one situation. Now pay attention. I got this one situation where, basically, I got this one situation where, like, it's this boy that like I used to talk to or whatever. Like I used to talk to him a long time ago and shit, and like we started like basically I broke down the whole situation, and like I like we used to talk, but like now we don't talk. Like we basically. Hey y'all, so that brings us to the end of this video. The next video is still going to be part 2, so when you see me in the same shirt, don't say anything. It's still going to be a part of this video, but the video ended up being so long, like I'm talking like 4 hours long, that I ended up having to split it up. So I just split it right here down the middle, and the next part 2B is coming up next. Thanks for watching. Whatever you want.